Today I'm going to answer a question that I get asked the most. Where can I go? So I'm going to lay it all out today, give you exact places to go, places you can camp, and good yabbying spot, good fishing spot. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video. The first port of call is the Narrabri West Lake. It's a very underappreciated yabbying spot in my opinion. It is getting very low at the moment. This water level is probably about 50% I'd imagine, or probably even a bit lower. But I'm going to take you around, give you a bit of a look at the place, show you somewhere where you can camp or bring your caravan that's really cheap and really close. First things first, I've got a rod in and I'm not going to be setting traps everywhere and going for big numbers of yabbies. All the point of this video is to do a service to my subscribers, because I appreciate you so much. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and show you where you can come. And it appears we have a yabby on already. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh yeah, and he's a nice one. And given the fact that I'm just looking at the clock, I've been here for 3 minutes at the main area. Now this is the main jetty where just about everyone pulls up. Let's have a look what we got. And like I said, it's really low at the moment. When it's full, it's obviously to the top of the jetty. It's getting very low. It's not going to be the easiest to scoop it, but I'm going to be down on my hands and knees and give it a good crack. Oh yes! What? 3. 3 straight up. Well, to be honest, I really didn't expect that. I honestly didn't expect that. I thought I'd come to this jetty and I'd be lucky to get 1 or 2. There you go. See, I'm going to put you straight onto them. And this video is current. It's currently Friday and I'm planning on releasing this video on Sunday. If it's an old video and you're watching 12 months later, you're probably not out of luck. I should mention this particular lake does dry up frequently, so if you're going to head out here from 6 or 7 hours away, I'd probably ring the information centre in Narrabri and just ask them what the lake looks like first. I'd hate for you to come out and it be bone dry. But we've got another good one on here already. Just looking at the way that's pulling. I didn't bring a bucket because I wasn't really expecting to get too much here. Look at that rod. Go. Oh, oh. Oh, nearly got pulled in. I had to stop the video and start again, and that meat I don't even think would be touching the bottom. Oh look, there's another whole heap on there. I only just sat that in the water. I didn't think the meat would be even touching the bottom. Oh, oh no, oh no. I've got 4. I've seen a couple get away. Oh, there goes one. I'm going to sit that rod in there where it's not going to get taken away. Oh, straight up. And I didn't even think this would be a good spot. There are a couple of little places that are not so secret around the lake that I will show you in a minute. I'll go and get the bucket, and I think we might just get 10 or 15 just for insurance purposes. I've got some wet grass in the bucket and a little bit of water. I can't reach down there. I don't know how well it's going to show on video, but it's well over 1 metre drop at the moment. We'll have a bit of a run here, just see if we can't get a big fella, because I know there is some monsters in here. The line has actually been a couple of minutes now, probably 5 minutes. And we have something decent or another few. because there's some bloody weight on there now. What do we got? Oh, stick! Oh, one. One reasonable fella. He's not small, he can go in the bucket, and a fish. What do we got? I'm not too sure what sort of fish that is, but it's definitely not a carp. Almost looks like a baby yellow belly. Let him go. Another little tip, don't go walking through the long grass around the lake. The place is riddled with snakes. I'm going to give you a look at something. Straight across the lake. Straight across the lake, that's actually the rugby club. Josie and I done a video there probably 2 years ago, and that's where I come that close to being bitten by a brown snake. I went to grab some grass from the edge of the bank and there was a brown snake there. And he was ready to go. Scared the absolute life out of me. And I caught the whole thing on camera. It's on an old video. I'm not even too sure what it's called. If I can find it, I'll put the title down below and some captions. It's funny to watch. Wasn't so funny at the time. Had to go and change my underwear. Another little tip. I'm going to give you heaps of tips in this video. I'm going to do you a real service. If you can, bring a kayak or a little tinny with an electric motor or paddles or oars. Because although there is plenty of places that you can get to, and especially if you want to walk through a bit of long grass, you're probably better off with a tinny or a kayak. Just note to yourself, no motorised boats can go on the lake except for electric motor. I was just sitting here giving that line a few minutes, and a couple of things have occurred to me that I haven't mentioned yet. I'll give you a bit of a look at something. How well you're going to make it out. Right there on that tower, there's quite a good park for the kids to play at. If you've got kids and you want to keep them occupied, there's a splash park and stuff there. Straight across the road from the park, there's a pub. Good fella runs the pub. Go and visit the pub, have a beer, tell them TeamTibbett sent you. Around the lake, particularly right here at the jetty, there's undercover chairs, bin. I'm not too sure about a tap. I'd have to look into that one. But there's multiple chairs around the lake that you can stop at. So there you go. It doesn't really come much better than that. If you got the kids, you want to catch some yabbies, send them off to the park. It's a very safe area. There's never seems to be much trouble there. Don't hold me to that. Go and have a cold beer afterwards. What more could you want? Well, there is more, but I'm going to show you that in just a little bit. We've got a customer on our line that I can see. It's pulling. We'll have one more check here, and then I'm going to go and show you a couple of more places at this particular lake, and a couple of other things that's going to be really handy to know. And he's really going off. Better grab me scoop apparatus. There is fish in here as well, plenty of carp. There would have to be yellow belly because the flood comes through here. Ooh, and just speaking of that, I'm pretty sure what we have is a spangled perch. Or is it? No, it's a big yabby. That thing was going off. I was sure that was a bloody spangled perch. I think we might have something decent. I'll just take my time with him. He's wanting to go back over there into those reeds, and he's pulling back fairly aggressively. And he does have a bit of weight to him, this one. We'll see how hungry he is. He's going to hold on. Oh yes, nice one. There you go. As I said, there's some nice yabbies here, and I've just proved it straight up. Although he's not a real monster, not a bad yabby all the same. He can go in the bucket. We've made it around to spot number 2, and it's another favourite with the locals and people that yabby here. It's called the Damn Wall. Pretty self-explanatory. I'll give you a look. This is the wall. Give you a look on the other side. Obviously, there's a fish bloody jump there right where I've got my rod. Obviously, it's getting very low. And it's not a deep lake. The bottom of the lake is pretty well level with the bottom of this wall. So it's probably less than a metre deep in the middle at the moment. And just looking there at the moment, there's a dirty big carp hanging around my rod. Hopefully he's not in the mood for a big chunk of meat. We'll put the rod out here and just see how we go. Like I said, I'm not too worried about catching bucketfuls of big yabbies today. Today's video is about showing you where you can come and do it reasonably easily. We're literally in the centre of town. There's something just over this little ridge here that I'm going to show you in a minute. We'll just check our rod first. Oh, I think we've got something heavy on there. We do. Look at that. There'd be another 2 or 3 yabbies on that. One let go and there's still one on there. There you go. There was another 2 yabbies on that line straight up. But what I'm going to do right now is go for a quick walk down here and give you a look at something that might surprise you. Have a look what's over the other side of this levee, but first, another thing that I failed to mention is there's literally a paved walking track that goes all the way around the dam or the lake. So if you think you're going to have to do it hard, bash through a heap of grass to get access, it's not true. This walking track literally goes all the way around the lake. Stop dribbling, I'll give you a look over this levee. What's over the levee? What's over the levee? A camping area right on the lake. Look, the lake, camping area. I don't know how much better you can get it. The only problem is there is a gate there. I don't know whether the caretaker will let you out of that gate. He may do if you ask nicely. The only problem is the main gate's way up over there, so you're going to have to walk all the way around or drive, which isn't a great distance, but it's probably, if you think you can camp right here and just walk over, it might be a bit of a letdown. And that's the local showground. I think it's, don't quote me, but 25 bucks a night, 30 bucks a night. Hot showers, toilets, camp, park your caravan there. What more could you want? We're only going to have one check of the rod here because I'm a short ass and that's nearly my head height. And it's not going to be the easiest with the line. Ideally, what I would be doing is setting up a few pyramid traps along this lake wall. Feels like we've got weight. Feels like we've got weight. We do. Look at that. 3 yabbies. 3 straight up, one line. If I was to set 5 pyramid traps along this wall, spend a few hours, kept moving them around, you'd have a feed guaranteed, for sure. I think if you're watching this video so far and you're liking what I'm saying, you're taking note, and you haven't hit that subscribe button, you know what you got to do right now. Smash that button for me, because the more subscribers I get means the more views I get, means the more places that I can go and show you, which I do have plenty. Whether I'm going to give too many out or not, time will tell. I've made my way around to the very back of the lake. So the lake wall is obviously the front of the lake, or what I call the front. This is the back of the lake. I'm going to give you a look. This is the lake, and I'd nearly bet if we dropped a line down there we'd probably get something, which I may even do just out of interest's sake. But what I wanted to show you is this area here, and this is actually, I'm pretty sure, called O'Brien's Creek. Now, if you do come here you will find it. This walking track here that you can see that runs up there is actually the one that runs all the way around the lake, comes around here, goes back around to where we started. The entrance to the showground is just straight up that road. Literally take probably less than 5 minutes to walk, I think. I've never actually done it, but be 5 minutes at the very most. We'll go for a walk up along this little walk track that runs along O'Brien's Creek, and we'll just have a look, because to me personally it's the better looking spot. That doesn't always work out, as we know. I haven't been down here for a while. Let's hope those dogs can't jump. There's 2 pit bulls in that yard. They look friendly enough. Oh, did you see that? Oh, did you see that? And that's what I was talking about. The place is riddled with snakes. I just thought I'd wander in here and set a line and nearly trod on that snake. I don't know whether I got that on camera or not. But anyway, I think we're going to save this little O'Brien's Creek for another day. I know the other side bank there's a lot less grass than this side, and I picked a spot here that I thought was going to be clear and safe. Just goes to show you, I wasn't lying. So if you think I'm full of crap about it being riddled with snakes, there you go. I picked probably the most clear spot along here, trod like that, and the snake just took off down into there. I don't know, I might just go up to the bridge here and just see what it looks like. I know under this bridge is probably the deepest spot, and I might as well give you a look at this bridge just to show you exactly where I am, because you can pull up just off the bridge here to make it a little bit easier. Now this bridge here is called O'Brien's Creek Bridge, obviously, and it's the main highway, Newell Highway. Doesn't get much easier. And I can see from here, I'm not going to get anywhere near the water down there, I don't think. We'll go up under the bridge and have a look. There's no way I'm going to be walking through that stuff. And I reckon that's why it's going to be pretty good in this O'Brien's Creek. You're really going to have to get a kayak in. Don't go wandering through the long grass if you come here. For God's sake, just don't do it. A little tip from a local who's seen this creek dry, bone dry. I'm going to share a little secret with you. Don't tell anyone. So we're under the bridge. We've got the sporting fields over here, the soccer fields, and the big gum tree. There's a series of big gum trees there actually. Pretty well straight out from those gum trees back to the bridge. This little area in here, that's the deepest spot. And when I seen it dry, I came and had a look, and that little hole in there's a fair bit of rock and stuff in the bottom, but there were literally thousands and thousands of yabby holes, and big ones. So if I was going to put a kayak in here, that's where I'd be setting them. I can just hear everybody now. But Josh, what if I want to do a spot of fishing? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's have a look. I'm going to show you a great little spot to throw a line in. Namoi River. We are 13 kilometres from town on the old Gunnedah Road. Get your pen and paper ready. The old Gunnedah Road. Now let's have a quick look because there's a bit of traffic. I'm going to risk my life for you. Probably get run over. You'll watch out because the big trucks come along here. They don't swerve to miss you. I really wanted to stop here and give you a look at this particular hole. Great hole. If you want to catch a Murray cod, yellow belly, probably more than your fair share of carp. Here we go. The banks are not the best, but you got access either side of the bridge. If you do come here from watching this video, please don't leave your rubbish lying around like these grubs. Very popular spot. Access the river very easily. Throw a line in. Beautiful spot. But it does get better. I'm going to take you for a bit of a drive that's very popular for camping. Quite often see a lot of caravans pulled up here. I'd be very surprised if there's not one already there camped up. We'll go and have a look. I'm going to be as precise as I can be with my directions so you don't get lost. We were just over there. That's the bridge. Come over the bridge. Directly off the bridge there's a little dirt track to your right. Now it is a little steep getting in here, but I'm sure you can manage. After coming through that way, I'd probably give you one tip. If you're towing a caravan or coming in a small car, I probably would not take that road straight off the bridge. I'll give you a look where to go. That's the main road there. The bridge is just back that way, so come down a few hundred metres and you can turn straight into here, and this is where most of the caravans park. So literally those orange barriers, that's the main road. Straight in, reasonably smooth, open, but one thing, not clean. I guess it's not too bad for how popular it is, and no one really comes out here and looks after the place, but as you can see, you do get the grubs. Looks like there's only been one car there doing the wrong thing. But look where you can park. Camp here, obviously had campfires. There's your river, right on top of it. And as I said, really good cod, yellow belly. It is a bit hit and miss out here, but a beautiful spot if you want to come and park your caravan, have a fish. Doesn't get much better. And it doesn't end here. There's quite a stretch that you can get to, and you can actually go on the other side of the main road to the river down that way as well, which is another big stretch of river. I wouldn't recommend taking your caravan down there. We may go and have a look just for the sake of it. If you want a peaceful place to come and have a camp, I can't recommend this place any better. Listen, kookaburras, cockatoos, water hens, cod, yellow belly, carp. What more could you ask for? And to top it all off, completely free. Admittedly, there's absolutely no amenities out here. You're gonna have to rough it, but you get that in big jobs. Let me give you a look at what I'm up to. Got the pot on the boil. I don't even know how many yabbies we got, probably 10 or so, not even very big, but I'm gonna cook them up, have a snack. Got the rod in the water. Got a big shady gum tree. Nice gravelly bank. Well, wouldn't that bug you? I'm gonna have to call this video Catch Clean and Almost Cooked. Check this out. I was wondering why my fire was dying down and the gas bottle's empty. And I got no other gas bottle, bugger. Well, that was a bum move, because I was thinking of getting another gas bottle out and putting in the ute before I left this morning, and I thought, no, there'll be plenty there. Oh, and that water's almost boiling too. Just enough to tease you. But there's no monsters in there. You've all seen me cook yabbies before and eat them. The point of today's video was to show you somewhere to go out of the kindness of my heart. If you did enjoy the video and you want to see more places to come, I've got a few more up my sleeve. Leave a comment saying something along the lines of, show me more. Anyway, we'll call this a video. If I catch a fish, we'll probably come back. If not, catch you on the next one.